Alright, super quick update on XRP. So if we start on the daily for this, you can see that we've just had a breakdown of this ascending channel, ascending wedge, whatever you want to call it. And I now will be kind of having to switch to a short-term bearish stance. The price target of this would basically be the lows that we've got down here around 59 cent. This would be a strong area of support in my opinion, and the only reason why I think we could be coming back down to sweep these lows is XRP still is in a very downwards trend. Now this is not only a downwards trend that we've been in for the past couple of months, the past couple of weeks. This is a multi-year long trend. So if we look at what's been going on since the bull market kind of started for XRP and Bitcoin, you can see XRP came all the way up to 197, and ever since then we've just been putting in a plethora of lower highs and kind of falling off the table. Now this is, like I said, this is not a year-long trend. This is a multi-year long trend, and one of the reasons why I'm not very bullish on XRP at all is because the all-time high was all the way up here at 332 in 2018, and out of every single crypto that I cover, out of every crypto that I've really ever looked at and charted, I don't think there's a single crypto. Obviously there will be multiple, in fact thousands of cryptos that have not reached their all-time highs, but all of the cryptos that I care about, all of the cryptos that I chart on my channel, all of them made new all-time highs in this bull market, whereas XRP, it made a lower high. So I mean, I really can't be bullish on this when we're in such a huge downtrend over multiple years. Now focusing on what's happened in the past year, we're just putting in lower highs after lower highs and then rolling off the table. And if we look at the momentum indicators right now, starting off with the EMA ribbons, you can see these short-term moving averages starting to converge downwards, and we are starting to head down to the long-term moving average. So I believe in the next week or so, the EMA signals will fire another short. You can see this has basically been short since all the way back here. It flipped temporarily long, but ever since then, we have that was basically it. I mean, this was really a dead cat bounce before we started rolling down, and you can see this ascending channel structure that we've got. We've broken to the downside of it, and now we've come up. We didn't even manage to back test the long-term moving average at 79 cent before we were basically starting to move down very strongly. So you can see we didn't even come up to the long-term moving average, approximately 79.64. We only came up to basically 79 cent before we started to head down. And what is very worrying about this, I mean, personally I don't hold XRP for multiple reasons that I won't get into to make this video too long, but not only are we starting to lose momentum on the EMA ribbons as they're starting to head down, but the squeeze mom momentum indicator is just flipped red. And previously, whenever this flips red, I mean, there's only really been one time where this temporarily flipped red as a fake out. Every other time we flip red, it is very diabolical, and I do believe that the momentum for XRP is going to be carried to the downside. Now, I don't only think this for XRP. I currently believe that a quick flush out is going to happen for Bitcoin and a lot of the cryptos. So I do believe that Bitcoin could potentially be setting up for a quick fake out, potentially even a move back to 40,000 or even as low as 42.5, which I mean we've pretty much come down to perfectly today anyway. Nonetheless, I do think it's very much on the table that Bitcoin could have a quick flush out, which I'm really not worried about because the 40,000 would still be a higher low from all these lows that we've got down here. But nonetheless, Bitcoin is looking a lot more healthy than XRP. In my opinion, XRP looks really not too good right now. So this is on the daily. Momentum is starting to pick up, and it is not a good sign when this starts to flip red. It means that we are going to be entering quite a heavy downwards trend. You can see the last time we had a proper nasty pickup, and the volume, we went all the way from 109 down to 65 cent in a very short period of time before we did flip back bearish and came all the way down to 54 cents. So basically a 50% drop or so. I won't measure the exact target because I really do want to focus on these lows that we could potentially be coming down to. Now I do think this range between 59 cent and 54 cent is going to be a strong level of support for XRP, and even though I'm not the biggest fan of it, I really don't see this going anywhere in the long term. I do think we could potentially be setting up a huge huge triangle pattern with, you know, the base anywhere between, you know, 50 cent down here. Let me get this approximate. So yeah, I do think at some point we are going to break out at the top of this triangle, because you know, XRP basically has a cult following. I don't think they're going to go anywhere, but nonetheless I do think we could have one quick flush out before initiating the next uptrend for XRP, and that is really all I see on the daily. Once again, EMA ribbons are about to flip bearish on the daily, the squeeze mon momentum indicator is heading to the downside, and the 4 hourly, it's already fired a short signal. We didn't even manage to backtest the short-term moving average on this right here at the basically 80 cent. There is a lot of selling volume coming in since we somewhat retested this, and momentum is somewhat picking up to the downside on the 4 hourly squeeze mom indicator. So I do think this is going to start to head down. I don't think XRP looks pretty good right now. We've fallen out of this channel. We never came up to the 200-day. We had this as our previous price target. I told you this would be very strong resistance, and until we do hop above the 200-day, in my opinion, we really can't start, you know, even considering that we would be coming up to this this previous trend line. So from what I can see, we've had another very harsh rejection from this kind of descending triangle type pattern, and in my opinion we are coming back down to at least sweep the lows of this kind of ascending channel that we've got down here at 59 cents. So I am short-term bearish on XRP. I think it is possible that we could potentially have a fake out and a retest of the long-term moving average around 80 cent before we do continue the downtrend for XRP. So that's really all I see for XRP. Once again, we've got another lower high. The market structure is really bearish. We've once again been rejected off the 200-day. The momentum indicators are starting to pick up to the downside, and selling volume is stepping in. So that's really all I see for XRP. Best of luck if you're in it. Once again, none of this is financial advice, just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Cowboy out. Peace.